I might need to do something with that.
Oh God, were you recording?
Yeah, but I don't get video for it, unfortunately. So I just realized, damn.
Yep. Suck it.
I would have had some
Beep.
fun with that. Yeah.
I beeped for you. I'll beep again. Beep. Welcome back.
Beep. I beeped for you. Show me yours now. Anyway.
With that, subscribe to our Patreon. Welcome back to the Lousy Show.
Indeed. Welcome back.
We're back.
We're back.
Today's a rough day. We're back on Sunday recordings, which is good.
Yeah, it's not
It's not a heavy Sunday.
Yeah, and that's continuing right now.
Oh,
cracking her down 3-0. It's a preseason
who are they
game, so
playing?
it's Calgary Flames.
Okay, well,
Preseason,
I guess-
so who cares? First game of the season.
I
Some
haven't even
jitters.
checked in on the Blues.
We have a new coach. There's a lot of shit. Blues lost to the Stars yesterday.
That's expected. The Stars are still fucking enigmas.
Stars are our backup team.
That's fair. That's fair. The Stars are a good team. I mean, like, this of course is not a sports podcast. If you're not a fan of sports, I'd probably say skip ahead like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Or if you're a fan of sports and you want to hear me and him give sports commentary, maybe an idea for the future. Who knows?
Leave it as a comment down below.
Yeah, drop a comment down below. Who knows?
Yep.
You know what? Maybe one day we do have a Patreon and we do like extra bonus content for people who want that kind of stuff. Yeah,
Yep.
why not?
That'd be dope. Maybe.
Because we would. I mean, I'd say you and I are pretty knowledgeable in sports.
You definitely. You are an encyclopedia. I have a good general knowledge, but
yeah, I'm a bit of a. I'm a jack of all trades, master of none, and the trades I'm good in are things that are useless knowledge, mostly.
Yeah,
I'd say like 10% are good. The
That
other
was
90, it's
your-
no point.
that's your hyperfixation. I'd say that's one of them. You know,
What?
sports, just sports in general.
Yeah. Honestly,
It's like sports.
'Cause, like-
Lego.
true. Yes. So funny thing about that, like, you inspired me when I got my setup here at the new house to put a TV above my desk.
Yep.
As a monitor. But the problem is now I have even easier access to watching all things sports all the time.
Yep. You're your own
Right
personal
there.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, basically, yes.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you like sports and you want to hear us give some sports commentary, I'd love to. Especially during the football season, man. Oh my God.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. We have football and hockey locked down. You don't really watch basketball.
I don't watch basketball at all.
Yeah.
I honestly find it boring, which is ironic being 6'8", but you know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, height does not equate to basketball talent. So
No, but everybody asks, "Did you play basketball? Do you play basketball? Do you play basketball?" Fucking hate it.
And that's where you should say, "Are you a stool? Like, can I use you to step up to the top shelf? Like, for all the
Then
short
I'm
people
a
out there?"
dick. Like I'm immediately. That's an "Am I the asshole?" post that I will immediately get voted asshole on.
That's fair. That is fair.
I
So
gotta be careful.
you do like baseball though.
Yep. Although I'm not I don't follow it close enough. I did see Otani's right now. He's 53, I think.
Dude, Otani's going fucking
He's
nuts.
he's beyond Babe Ruth. He's the best baseball player to ever live. I think at this
Ever.
point.
Yeah.
Like ever. Unless he's found like getting juiced up or like some sort of cheating scandal.
That's
I
the
don't
thing.
think.
He has been like tested. They've checked him. They tried to financially fuck him. Like the dude's just on a whole new level.
Well, it's more his interpreter tried to financially fuck him, but
Yeah.
They being the system. Tinfoil hat.
Them dudes, they be messing with us in the system.
No, he's really the only one that like been a Giants fan for a long time. I couldn't tell you 3 players, honestly. Like I don't follow it close enough. You know, I was as a kid, but I got more into football and hockey.
Yeah, that's right. Like, well, I remember growing up, I used to be a Boston Red Sox fan, and I say used to be because I was more influenced.
To
be a Red Sox fan? Yeah, it was my uncle. Yeah. I was more influenced to be a Red Sox fan, and I was just like, yeah, cool, okay. And it just so happened at the time that they were like one of the greatest teams to have ever existed.
Yep.
And I was like, I mean, great time to hop on, I guess. But I was also a kid, so I didn't understand. And now I'm like, I'm KC. Like, I live in Kansas City. The Royal Stadium is legit 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
Why not? So, yeah, I'm a Royals fan. And I actually legit watch the Royals. And they are, I believe, first as of right now in their division, which is awesome. So,
nice. That's dope. The Giants are eliminated. So, not looking so good this year. But, it's
join
fine.
us.
Yeah.
Join us. Be royalty.
Absolutely not. No. Like, Giants is my ride or die. Like, that one, I don't care how bad they get. Like, that's the one I got to follow. Because, I mean, that's when, like, I grew up in the Bay Area, like, early, like, or late 90s, early thousands. And so, like, that's when I got into baseball. And, of course, so that's, like, Bonds era, right? So, that was just an incredible time to get into baseball as a kid. So.
Honestly, fair.
I can't undo it at this point.
Yeah, no, and that's respectable. Like, again, for me, baseball was the sport where I was just like, and then like I said, you know what, why not? Let's actually give it a try, especially with like the new pitching system they have, and like, which to me it's new. Like, I grew up where it was old school, like you'd fall asleep in the middle of one at bat, like.
The new pitching system's definitely way better to watch it, but it's still not as fun as like hockey or football,
facts,
honestly.
Yeah, I mean, there's just like I think when it comes to baseball, there can be iconic moments, but I think when it comes to explosive iconic moments, hockey and football are going to produce so much higher. I think basketball also offers that because I'm a Dallas Mavericks fan.
Yeah,
yeah, like I'm a Dallas Mavericks fan because I started following them back when Dirk was still on the team. And I was torn between them and the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
Only because we lived on the East Coast, and I wasn't invested. Like, if someone asked me, I'm like, oh yeah, I watched the Hornets. Like, couldn't have told you half the the half the players on the team. Couldn't have told you half the coaching staff that were there. Couldn't have told you anything. Like, even in my encyclopedic mind, I couldn't have really rattled off many people on that team. Yeah. But when it comes to the Mavericks, like when Dirk was on the team before he retired, then of course now you got Luka who's popping off, Kyrie's over there. Like, I actually invest in the Mavericks because I enjoy watching. They are a fun team to watch.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you like sports, let us know in the comments what sports do you watch?
We'll deep dive this a lot more if you want us to.
I would love to.
Yeah,
dude.
For hell, we can. I don't want to put like, honestly, like fuck no, I'm just kidding.
yeah. No, like I think so it's things like that where I get the wild hair of my ideas going, and I'm like, I don't want to put more work on you. Like, I feel bad as it is, and I know it would be like an episodic thing where we would be like keeping up with it, and I'd be like, I wouldn't want to do that to you because you do a lot of work as it is. And I really don't want to be like, hey, Sam.
Yeah, you might have to edit that one if we do.
Yeah, exactly.
If we do something separate.
If y'all want it bad enough, show us you want it bad enough. Because if you're pulling me out of retirement for editing, you're going to have to show me.
If they could just make this our full-time gig, then that'd be. Then I'd have time. I have all the time in the world. So.
It's on y'all at this point.
So click subscribe, tell your friends. Let's multi-level marketing this thing. If you tell 10 of your friends and then they tell 10 of their friends, then here we are at the top of the pyramid existing. And actually, then we might sell some like makeup or something.
Here's some sus energy drinks. Enjoy that. That's a whole different conversation.
Here's a totally FDA approved, totally safe for you, won't give you an aneurysm, crack cocaine. Anyway.
Yeah. But sorry, I said 3 minutes to skip ahead. You probably should skip like 5.
Yeah, we're 9 minutes deep.
Yeah, so definitely 5. No, today's episode is actually we talked about it over the last couple episodes, really.
Yep.
That we were going to talk about how the vacation went. You had some stuff you want to talk about?
Sorry, what?
You had some stuff you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, well, I mean, just in relation to vacations. Yeah, sure.
Fair. Yeah, vacation. Yeah. It was.
How was your trip?
It was nice. It was.
What did you do? Tell for the people.
Yeah. So I don't know if I actually deep dived what I went to do or anything. I can't remember if I'm being honest.
You mentioned it on like an episode. I don't know which one, but
yeah. And honestly, we bulk recorded so much, like in sporadic nights where I was just like, I lost track of everything I said.
Yep.
So if this is your first time watching us, welcome in. If you're returning and you remember me speaking on me going on vacation, I went to San Antonio. Love Texas. And I'm going to say this now. Every time I've said that lately in like the last few days, people have gotten political. So don't fucking do that in the comments, please. Love Texas. Love the state of Texas. Texas is beautiful. The only downfall of Texas, the heat.
Hot as fuck.
Outside of that, Texas is amazing. Went down to San Antonio, which I love San Antonio. You and I have been in San Antonio together.
Yep.
Beautiful. I've been multiple times. Absolutely love it. I would say at this point, like, two of my favorite all-time cities, Austin, San Antonio. Like, I love those cities. They are just fantastic places to be. The people there are awesome. San Antonio, everyone's your friend. You get a smile from everyone. You can crack a joke with a random stranger, and they're not gonna be like, "Oh my god," they're like, "Hell yeah, brother!" Like, it's a genuine, like, nice, warm place to be. Not temperature wise, spiritually, soul wise. Get your soul fed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Went down there to go see the almighty, the amazing, the incredible Creed, who also was on tour. The opening acts were Finger 11. Didn't know that until I was there. And Three Doors Down.
Yep. I'm sure that was dope.
So I will go in order of the trip, and feel free to jump in with questions or statements as I go. Cause I'm not going to quick fire it. I'm going to give detail as we go.
Gotcha.
So it was supposed to be 5 of us. Unfortunately, 4 of us went. The 5th one got fucked over with work. Unfortunate. We took flights down. I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to start my story off by saying, fuck American Airlines. I don't give a fuck if you ever want to endorse us. Fuck you. Southwest for life, baby. Go fuck yourself, American Airlines. And here's why. We take our trip. We hop our flights. Get down there to Texas. We flew into Austin because we were like, it's cheaper to fly into Austin. And we're renting a car already. We'll just hop in a rental right on down 130, fucking haul ass 100 miles an hour into San Antonio and call it a fucking day. We'll get down there and have some fun.
And almost legally 130 is 85. So as far as miles per hour.
Yeah,
yep.
Exactly. Yes.
Yep.
If you actually want to check, posted speed limit on Route 130 in Texas from Austin to San Antonio, 85 miles an hour. It's
like
nuts.
80. I think it's 85 in some points, but mostly it's 80.
Yeah. So we cook on down there. Everything's great. Get to the Airbnb. It was beautiful. Very pretty. Nice big open living room. Great place for us to hang out in the dining room kitchen combo. They had some stuff already there for us, like things that, like cups and whatnot, that they even left rules, like, make sure you wash the cups if you use them and things like that. And then the bedrooms were beautiful. I mean, this house was Texas chic. It was like beautiful architecture of Texas style, a lot of archways. And it was just a very pretty house. So we stayed there. As soon as we get in the fucking door, I mean, like, I am exhausted. I just flew 2 different flights because we flew Kansas City to Dallas, Dallas to Austin, which is the first fuck up because Southwest doesn't have connectors, bitches. American Airlines can suck my ass. We get there, get in the car, then I have that drive down, so it's another hour and 15, hour and 30 because there's some construction on the way. So I'm beat, fucking tired. Get in, get my bag in the room that, like, we divvy up the rooms, who all stand where. I go to my spot where I'm staying, drop my bag off, immediately walk out to the living room, couch, collapse. I'm laying there like a bump on a log for a moment because I knew we had to go get like snacks and stuff, just, for the trip, like just for overall eating while we're at the house.
Yeah.
And as I'm laying there, my phone goes, what the fuck? Open it. And it's an email from American Airlines saying your flight is canceled. Dog, I felt my ass inhale. Like, that's how hard of a I did, like a gasp. So I didn't tell the guys because I didn't want to freak them out. I just immediately went, all right, customer service, boop, call them. Customer service proceeds to tell me that the flights are on. And I went, then why did I get an email from you all saying the flight was canceled? Because they had my indicator number and everything. So it wasn't like a scam email.
Yeah.
I said, so why is my flight canceled? Well, I'm not going to divulge the name of the individual who didn't get to go, but they go, oh, we see who's this person. I was like, well, he wasn't able to go, but ironically enough, he was actually going to try and catch another flight down. Like I had talked to him about that briefly. He's like, I'm going to see. I don't know if work will like really work with me on that. Unfortunately, he didn't because work fucked him over some more. But he was going to catch a flight down. And he was thinking about flying back with us, so he would just catch the return flights.
Oh, okay.
They canceled his ticket altogether because he didn't show up to the first flight. Here's the worst part. Not only did they cancel his ticket, they resold his ticket before they contacted me.
Oof.
So they doubled down on their money and then told me to get fucked.
That sounds about like them.
And the best part of this, when I was talking to the agent, he goes, well, it's customer error if you don't show up for your flight. And I went, you mean the flight that we paid for? The seat that we paid to select? We don't have a say at any moment if that's just going to be canceled? Like, I get there's policies.
Yeah.
But if you're going to tell me it's customer error that my flight got canceled when we paid for that seat, we paid for it in full. There was no payment plans. There was no, like, I know I paid for it in full because I paid for it on my credit card.
Yeah.
To make sure the boys all were covered. And, you know, you take care of the homies. You like, hey, guys, I got it. Y'all pay me back. It's fine. Took care of that in full, bought the seats. And I went, you're telling me y'all just decided to go, nope, fuck you. And then resold the seat. And sure as shit, they resold both those seats.
Damn. That sucks ass.
Which is weird. Fuck American Airlines.
What happens if you need to buy like if let's say you want to buy 2 tickets for like you and your dog? Like, I guess you just put it both in your name, but then do they get mad about that? I don't know. That's weird.
I don't know because I'll never be flying American again.
Yeah, American was my saving grace one time. It was actually a flight with Southwest. I'd gone back to Virginia to visit family, and I was on the way back, but that was right when like Southwest was having like the crazy like shortages and strikes and everything, right?
Yeah.
And so I figured there was going to be some delays. Got out of Virginia okay, but my connector was in Chicago. Yeah. And the flight from Chicago to Austin was delayed because another flight was delayed that had our pilot on it. It was this whole fiasco. So it was like an hour and a half delay. Not a big deal. I was like, as long as I get home, I don't really care when I get home. And so we finally get, like the pilot shows up. We all get on board. It's like 2 hours later. The problem was there was also right over Texas, basically, was a wall of just thunderstorms. Like, and it actually wasn't even over just Texas. I remember seeing the map. It was all the way up the country. Like it went from Texas all the way up to Canada, basically. Yeah. And so basically it was a race against the clock to try to get into Austin before that storm hit. But with the delay, it was cutting it close. And so we still took off, and I remember we're getting close and we're almost there. And then I see the plane, we're going like southwest, literally, as far as cardinal directions, not just the flight I'm flying on. So we're going like southwest, and then we suddenly like go east. I'm like, that's not the right way. Texas is back that way. And I see we're just kind of in a holding pattern for like a little bit. And then the pilot comes on. He's like, hey, just want to give you guys an update. We've been trying to find a hole through this weather because unfortunately we've missed the weather window. And so we're just trying to find any kind of safe route through. But it's literally a wall all the way up. And like it wouldn't save any time to like divert north or anything or divert south. So we're unfortunately going to have to land in New Orleans. And y'all will have to get it figured out from there. And we're like, fuck. And so I remember they tell us that. And then like a few minutes later, the flight attendant comes on. They're like, hey, we spoke to our superiors. There are no flights out of New Orleans for 2 days. There are no hotels available, and all the rental cars are gone. And we're like, I'm sorry, what? So I'm going to be stuck in New Orleans for God knows how long. And so I start looking, and then I actually tag teamed it. There's a lady sitting next to me, and her and I both, like, I was like, all right, look, I'm gonna check these airlines, you check these airlines, and then we'll let each other know what we find. And she's like, all right, bet. And so we looked. She found on American Airlines they had a flight, like 4 hours later, because we were landing I think at 2 a.m. By this point, and they were gonna fly out at 6 through American Airlines for like $100. And I was like, sold. And so we both bought one. But when we land, we're sorted out, but nobody else thought to do that, like to buy the in-flight Wi-Fi to figure themselves out. And so there's this giant line. It wasn't just our flight. There's this giant line just going all the way down the New Orleans terminal. And they're just saying, and this is 2 a.m. again. And then they have announcements saying like, no hotels, no flights, no rental cars. You can speak to concierge, but there's nothing we're going to be able to do. And so American Airlines was my saving grace with that. And then eventually, like 2 weeks later, they ended up giving me a full refund for the entire trip through Southwest.
That's good.
So Southwest is goated for that. But yeah, it was a crazy scenario.
You got one for him, American. Fuck you either way.
Yeah, I'd still ultimately say fuck you, because like the flight was shitty, the seats were shitty, but it got me home, so
that's fair.
Can't really complain too much.
I have to check on something here. I know this is awful that we're doing this in the middle of our lovely venture here. There we go. That's better. Okay. Yeah. That was weird. Where was I? Yes. So get that handled. And then we just kind of took off to go to the land of the promised land of HEB. Got us some great food.
Nice.
Got me some guac and chips just for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, got just a bunch of snacks, brought it back to the house, went and got some food. Checked out this really cool place. I think it was called what was it? Hang on, I got the name of it right here. Actually, I have the picture. It is because this place was legit a hole in the wall. It is called I think it's Kiki's. I think it's Kiki's Tokyo Inn or something like that. So basically, like we were got the directions to go here. It was kind of funny. Like some Texas places are just holes in the wall, much like I'm sure there is around everywhere else. But like this one, legit, you couldn't see the lights were on from the outside of the building. And truth be told, when we walked in there, we were expecting like the Yakuza to walk out after a fucking mahjong match. Like it was like, yeah, it was like that. But this is an authentic ramen and sushi bar.
Dope. Nice.
And when I tell you that food was delicious, holy shit. Amazing. Nice. So had that, went back, decided, because we had a pool at our Airbnb, a little above ground pool. So we just kicked it with that. Had ourselves some drinks and then called it a night. The next day, we went and got little Friday the 13th tattoos. That's my new tattoo right there. A little cleaver. The shop that I go to down there is called Calaveras. Shout out Calaveras. Check them out on Instagram. I'm giving them a shout out because they are awesome. Calaveras, San Antonio, if you need any clarification. Went down and they had this dope like little Friday the 13th deal of $20 bangers. Just $20 bangers. They had like, I think it was like 4 or 5 poster boards with all these different little tattoos on them all over the wall. And you can get one. And I was hoping to get some more because there was one I wanted to get on my forearm, but they didn't have time to do that because they were super busy. So I got the cleaver, which I thought was really cool to go next to the Book of the Dead right there. And enjoyed that. And then, so Sam, the funny part is I know every time you and I have ever traveled together, I have tried to convince you to do this every single time. And you always tell me, no, absolutely not. No. Me and the guys, after getting tattoos, were like, well, let's go explore downtown San Antonio before the concert. So we all rent bird scooters.
We've done that in San Antonio. My wife and I went down there for our anniversary one time and rented scooters, and I had a blast. I think she was terrified.
So much fun.
Yeah.
It was so we 2 of us got the bikes and 2 got scooters, and we were just going around. And so one of the places I wanted to show them was, you remember those shops that used to be right across from the Alamo?
Yeah.
That's all closed down right now.
Like the Ripley's Believe It or Not and all that other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all closed down now.
Damn.
Yeah. So because they're doing
there's like some sort of dispute or a reno or something like that, right? Or,
it's a massive reno. Yeah. Gotcha. The old skate shop that was there, not there anymore. They're doing just a lot of reno, and we didn't know that ahead of time.
Yeah.
But the downtown scene was still beautiful. It was still a lot of fun, just all around through the traffic and whatnot. It was a blast. And then, of course, went that night and we went and saw Creed. And let me tell you, and I've said this time and time again, and I don't care if I'm repeating myself, that by far was a spiritual experience.
Yeah.
So Finger 11, for anybody who grew up listening to Finger 11, I know I did. When they dropped Paralyzer, that track was on repeat consistently. Finger 11, while I respect them as a band, they look like a bunch of dads just trying to like still be cool.
It's like the dad cover band.
Yeah. Like they sounded good.
Yeah.
But there was everyone, you could tell everyone that was there was just waiting for Paralyzer. Cause like they played a few tracks. They were the openers. I think they played like 6 songs.
Yeah.
And they played a couple tracks and everyone's just like, yeah. And they played like a new one. And I'm all for evolution in music. I will never deny someone their evolution in music because as 2 musicians here, we have played many genres of music. I am always open to many genres of music. If you're going to evolve into something else, that's great. I think giving your fans a heads up is nice, but it happens. And they played one of their new tracks and I was just like, it's not my flavor.
Yeah. And it's totally fine to not be biggest fans of the newer stuff.
Absolutely.
You don't have to dog them for changing it up. Just you don't like it. It's not a big deal.
Exactly right. So they did all that, but the funny part was like they what was it? I think it was Back in Black. They started playing Back in Black as a cover as their last song. They're like, this is our last song. You hear just bam, bam, and everyone's just like, okay, cool. You're playing a cover to end it. We respect it. And then you hear them just like, bow, ba-da-dow, ba-da-dow, ba-dow, 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 wow, ba-da-da-da. And they like go into Paralyzer and everyone, the whole arena fucking lost their shit. That was awesome. And then 3 Doors Down, I didn't ever realize how absolutely patriotic and down home country 3 Doors Down was.
Really?
Oh my God. Like mad respect. Again, another band I grew up listening to. I mean, like the class, it's not my time.
Yeah.
Like that's your rock band that was playing 96.3, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's always on. But when we saw them, their last song, what was their last song? It was oh shit. I don't even remember it. What I do remember is, so they had, to give you a kind of idea of how the stage looked, you had the stage, of course, and for them, they had these massive LED panels, and it was like big, little, big, okay? And then above them was this giant ring of lights, and like they had LEDs in the bottom of the ring, and then bigger lights around the outside. They're playing their last song. The LEDs around the bottom ring were all in American flags. And they had aerial footage of fucking Arlington National Cemetery on the fucking LED screens behind them or LCD screens behind them as they're just like playing this massive grandstand of a song. And I was just like, I'm proud to be an American. Like,
is this like the anthem? Like, do we need to take our hats off? Like,
honestly, dude. Like I remember my buddy Bob, who was sitting next to me. He was just like, I didn't realize they were this patriotic. I'm like, I didn't either. Me neither. But like, they were absolutely amazing. And honestly, I feel like there's always a thought of like bands when they play live, how well do they replicate the sound that they created on the record that got them where they're at?
Yeah.
Three Doors Down sounds exactly like their songs you hear on the radio.
Nice. That's hard.
They are that tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not once I hear a bad note, not once I hear any bad melody or singing melody. Like it was like as if you just set massive speakers up there, turn the fucking radio to rock radio, whatever the local rock station is, and just boom, turn it on.
Oh yeah.
It was that good.
Nice.
And then Creed. I'm gonna take you on a journey real quick. About a year ago, me and my buddy Spencer were talking. We're both big Creed fans, and we joked. We were like, "Dude, imagine if Creed went on tour again. It'd be crazy, wouldn't it?" And then, so like crazy. 2 weeks later, they announced their tour, and we were like,
"I never thought we'd see a reunion tour, honestly."
Yeah.
So wasn't there like Bad Blood there too for a bit?
Oh yeah. Well, Scott Stapp lost his damn mind on drugs.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Drugs and alcohol, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, he got super clean. Like he's been clean for years. Yeah.
That's good.
And also, he's 51 and fucking jacked.
Yeah.
I'm talking good. like he came out in a tank top and jeans, looking like a true like rocker dad with a chain on the hip, the whole 9 yards. That I was like, somebody fuck with him, please. Yeah. I want to see him hit you. Like, like he at one point he went to hit one of his like and when you saw him like hit it, his whole body flexed, and I'm pretty sure I heard people fainting. They were just like, oh, like it was almost like watching angels, dude. I know Creed's not everyone's flavor, but that's one show that you have to see. They had 5 big panel screens up on the wall, like, you know, same kind of ordeal like Three Doors Down did, but theirs was like triple the size.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and they had that on there, and what was cool was they had like this dope background going to their songs. And then there were moments where you would see there was this giant camera in the middle, right back here, like next to the sound stage. And that camera would catch footage of them on stage and then live portray it as a ghostly 3D image on the screen while the background's still going.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh, it was so sick. At one point, they actually put a 3D effect on there, and I was like, I didn't take LSD. This is fucked. I think like Spencer at one point was like, I'm not high enough for this. I'm not high enough for this. And dude, but it like they had the pyro going. Oh my God, dude. It was just amazing. Like I can't say enough good things. That is one of those concerts that I'm really happy will live on in my memories. Like I got some pictures, but like this is one of those trips where like when me and those other 3 guys get together, we can be like, dude, you fucking remember that? But like if I try and tell somebody the story, I'm like, I can't put into enough detail to audibly replicate the visual intensity that I saw.
Damn.
It was just that good.
Are there any guys dressed in wings flying around the arena or anything?
I was hoping.
Yeah.
I was hoping.
I was honestly hoping that too.
Yeah, dude. And I think if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure they ended with My Sacrifice.
Oh yeah.
And when I was done, none of us had voices. We were walking out there like, yeah, dude, that was such a dope show. I will say this to end the concert story. I earned some good karma, and I'm proud of myself, but it also made me realize how much of a dad I am.
Uh-oh.
So the way to get out, we were at Frostbank Arena. For anybody who doesn't know, that's the home of the San Antonio Spurs. We were on the floor where they play. So we had to walk out into the club that they have, walk up the stairs again to the entrance, and then walk out. As we're at the stairs of the club, there's these 2 women. I'm gonna spitball here and say probably no older than 25. Like they were drinking, so I knew they were drinking and had the passes to get into the bar. So I knew without a doubt, unless you fake ID that shit, they were definitely older than 21. But I like just based on like I guess the best way I could say is like based on their mannerisms, they didn't seem young. They seemed like they were in their mid-20s. And so I was like, cool. Like they're goofing off. They're right in front of me. They were drunk, and I was like, we're about to go upstairs. If one of them falls, I'll try and catch them. Like that's about all I got. But then I realized something. The lady right in front of me, absolute sweetheart of a girl. She was wearing a skirt that what I very quickly realized was halfway up her ass.
Oh.
And instead of me like stopping all traffic, I went, nope. I got on the step right behind her.
Mm-hmm.
And thankfully one of my buddies was right next to me. I had him stay right next to me, and I walked behind her up the stairs. As soon as we got to the top, I tapped her friend on the shoulder. I was like, I'm not a fucking creep. I just want you to know, I just saved your best friend from showing her ass to everyone on the stairs. She's got to pull her skirt down. And she went, oh my God, thank you so much. And as soon as she turned and saw her, sure as shit, her friend was like about to like flash everyone. She grabbed her. She's like, put your ass away. And I giggled. I was like, honey, it's okay. I just want to make sure she was good. That's why I was walking so close to y'all. Promise I'm not creep. Just want to make sure y'all were good. And she was just like, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I'm like, absolutely. I got you. And then my buddy was like, what the fuck just happened? I was like, I just saved her from being embarrassed as fuck. Like, that's all I knew. I was just trying to make sure she wasn't, especially two intoxicated ladies.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to white knight this shit, but I'm also not going to let somebody be like oogling at some drunk chick, like who, especially at a place we were at, didn't need to happen.
Yeah. Ultimate power move though should have been like you just looked at everybody that was with you and you all pulled your asses out too, and you just like start a trend.
Boom.
Like, yep.
You suddenly were all wearing skirts, just look at us.
Oh, you weren't wearing skirts? Oh, that's
yeah. Sorry.
I'm assuming. Yeah.
Wasn't the dress code this time.
Yeah.
But no, that was a great time. We headed back. All of us passed the fuck out after that because it was hell of a day. And then Saturday was just kind of an exploring day. We went and we found two big collector shops, which were really cool. One of which, what I sent you the snap of, was the size of a fucking Walmart.
That's
it was
dope.
Huge.
That's real cool.
And then so I don't know if anybody, well, if you're not part of the Discord, now's your chance. Link in the description. Join it. Reason I say that is because we have a channel specifically for D&D.
Yep.
I enjoy D&D. You enjoy D&D as well.
We'll
yeah. I'll say you've shown interest in it, at least to play it.
Yeah.
There was another place we went to, because I remember we went to these two shops and then we couldn't really find what we were looking for on some of them. We had one last chance. Still found some great shit though. Make no mistake. But went to this last shop, and I wish I could remember what it was called. I think it was like Fantasy Nights or something like that. But you walk in, and this place, it looks like they designed the interior like a tavern, because all great D&D stories start in a tavern. You walk into this tavern, and immediately they greet you like, welcome in. If there's anything we can help you with today, let us know. And if anything, and they had like a tagline with it. It was really sick. But they had these long tables, right? Long tables that look like a great hall style, like everyone sit down and have like a feast kind of thing, where you could just go grab one of the games they have, which are all like TTRPGs and like just tabletop deck builders and things like that. You can go grab one, sit down with your buddy, play a game, have fun. Then they have this full selection of stuff over here, all games, again, TTRPG, tabletop deck builders, expansions, add-ons, things you need, like if you're, especially for D&D, if you need like dice trays, dice holders, new dice, I mean, like, and it wasn't just your typical array of like normal things you would see. This was like shit I've never seen before, and I was just like, oh my God, like it was
more
it was
like a
dope.
specialty shop kind of thing.
Kind of, but it wasn't custom. It was like, how specialty shops usually have like more custom artwork and custom pieces.
Yeah.
This was just pieces I've never actually seen sold anywhere else.
Gotcha.
I don't know if they made them custom. I'm going to say no, because the way they were packaged didn't look like that. But it was definitely like stuff that I was like, holy shit, I've never seen this before. Like, for instance, there's this sick dice tray that I have. I love it. Very simple, but very easy for everybody to see.
That's dope.
And then on the back, it has this, right? So, not the same brand, but exact same style. And on the inside, I saw it wasn't a pad, it was the actual bottom, and they had done a design artwork on it.
Oh, that's cool.
And they sold it like that, and that was really sick.
Nice.
So that was cool. And then they have a combo shop right next to it. Like it's about 2 doors down, conjoined to the same store, same owners. When you walk in there, everything, and I do mean everything that you need for any kind of medieval recreation or Ren Fair setup.
Oh, that's dope.
They had horns, mugs, weapons of all variety, and of all makes, with plastic, metal, wood. They had wands, they had spell books, they had cloaks, they had armor, they had leatherworking. It was all high quality. Like, I mean, such good quality. And I almost bought a cloak. 100%. I would have looked like fucking a big ass version of Jon Snow. What was it? What was his buddy's name?
Sam.
Was it Sam? The heavier set guy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have looked more like Sam. But still just as cool. Like his big old fur.
Yeah.
Around the collar, black.
Why didn't you?
It was sick. Oh, it was way too expensive. And I legit, for everything I bought, I already looked like I had gone hiking for like 3 months in my pack. Like it was that full. So if I had even tried to put a cloak in there was no way I was bringing it back.
You just wear it to the airport.
Damn it. I should have done that. That would have been sick.
You probably would have been stopped by TSA, but.
Oh, 100%. And then I just pull out a great sword and then, duel my way through TSA. Everybody's dream, really. That
won't work out.
No. I'm getting aired out like Swiss cheese, bro. But no, so that was really cool. And then, much like any dudes do, how do we? Oh shit! I forgot. I didn't even tell you about the food that we had there on that day. We went to a place called Curry Bros Barbecue.
I think I've heard of it. I don't think I've ever been there. I haven't been there, but
we walk in. And I'm not going to spoil something because you and I have been working on something recently that we're going to be telling y'all about here soon. But I'll remind me, future Sam, remind me when we do announce, I'll explain this story in more depth.
Yeah.
But when we get to this place, the dude at the counter, super chill, really cool. We explained we were on vacation and we were just trying out new spots. We found this place on Eater. And the guy was like, oh, sure, absolutely. Showed us what kind of curry they made. So I remember I got the, I can actually look it up and tell you right now. Curry Bros Barbecue. So, God, blew us it. Flashbang. So as a shareable, we all got pulled pork nachos and smoked edamame. And then for the bowls, I got the brisket smoke show, which came with a big, healthy piece of brisket, very tender, very like fall off the bone tender.
Nice.
I'm gonna fucking bring that smaller so I don't flashbang myself anymore. But that with a very sweet curry, delicious, absolutely incredible. And then I know someone else got the brisket smoke show, and then the other two got the Tony Porker, which is post oak smoked pulled pork with a bold and flavorful Penang curry, which is a bit more of a you could swap the curries. One of them got the spicier curry, the other one got a sweeter curry, and it was, I mean, both were fantastic. And then for sides, we got cold chili garlic noodles, which were incredible, and curry cream corn, which blew my fucking socks off.
Hell yeah.
And it was really cool as we like finished eating, we were all like full, ready to go, and the dude runs out there. He goes, "Don't leave." We're like, "What? Why? What did we do?" And he goes, "The owner specifically told me to bring you this." And we're like, "What?" He brings us 2 fresh made bowls of flan.
Ooh. I'm assuming it's pretty good.
Oh my god.
Flan's pretty good.
I don't want to get this fucking demonetized. Things happened betwixt the nethers, if you will. Yeah. Yep. Incredible experience. 5 stars. If you find yourself in San Antonio, definitely check them out. But yeah, to end the trip, again, like what all dudes do, after shopping and having a great old Saturday, we went and played mini golf.
Oh yeah, who won?
Bob did. I came in last, but it was literally, I think, a 4-point spread. And the only reason I came in last was on the first hole. This place, like, it was great. It was fun. It's like a blacklight style mini golf.
Oh yeah.
But the very first hole, they had one of the angle boxes on it, and that bitch was not made out of any material that needed to be bounced off of. Because as soon as I did it, my ball went and stopped, and I was just like, "The fuck!" Like, so did that, and then came home on Sunday. Well, actually, no, Sunday, I should say, we drove back to Austin, hung out there for the day. Got to go see my old neighborhood, actually where the old studio is, and see my old neighbors over there. And then, yeah, flew home. And honestly, 10 out of 10 would recommend. I'd never realized how long it'd been until we talked about it, how long it'd been since I had a vacation. And I'm glad I took one, because when I got back, I felt incredible.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, vacations are definitely needed.
Yeah.
I don't know how people just try to not take it or save up for the whole year. Like I have to have like kind of regular breaks,
Yeah.
Like that's what I did at my previous job. Like I, got my PTO allocation, and then I would like try to strategically space it out and then leave some extra for any of the not so planned things,
Well, I think, and I don't want to make this all philosophical, because like, while we do have our moments of doing that, there's no really need to do so here. But one thing I will say is this, is there, especially in America, and for all of our international viewers, because I know we have some out there, let us know if it's like this in your country. Let us know like what country you're in, if you don't mind, if you don't have to. But if it's like this in your country, let us know. If not, tell us what it's like.
Yeah. But
here, there has been a stigma for a very, very long time that you're just supposed to work until you die. It's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
And it's never ending. It's fucking terrifying. It's a consistent battle of, if I take time off, my employer is going to fire me, for whatever reason. And it wasn't until recently, we've had some like hierarchical changes at my job, and the gentleman who I've been working next to for the last 3 years at this point, he is now basically my boss, which is awesome, because I think he deserves it. He is a great leader. He's dude's a genius when it comes to the stuff that we do. And if he's not a genius at it, he's going to become a genius at it. I like, and especially after like getting to hang out with him back in May when I had to take that emergency flight out to California for work, just getting to hang out with him, like actually as our core group of us, fucking awesome. Like I think he and I definitely connected on a much deeper level of understanding one another and how we operate on that trip. And so when he got the position he's in, I was talking about time off, and I mentioned, I was like, hey, I kind of want to take that Monday off after the weekend I'm out of town in September. And he goes, okay. And I was like, is that okay? Like, I've already submitted it. I feel weird because I don't want to put anybody in a weird spot. Like, and he's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, what are you talking about? And he goes, it's your PTO. Like, we have unlimited PTO for a reason. And I just went like, so I'm not going to get in trouble? He goes, dude, no, take the Monday off. I'd rather you come back on Tuesday well rested than come back on Monday half dead.
Yeah.
And it was like moment of like, holy shit, they actually want me to take some time off. Okay.
It's nice you found a place like that.
Yeah.
Very rare here.
Yeah. Because, well, I mean, you and I both know from positions you and I both worked before. You get like 2 weeks of paid time off. And if you go over that for any reason, write-ups, bitch. Like you go get fired. You could be the best fucking employee they've ever had. Doesn't fucking matter.
Yep.
Like, I don't know, man. Let us know, like, again, what it's like in your country. Cause I know you and I have had this conversation before, but getting into the mind of being able to take vacations, you need to, even if it's a staycation.
Yeah.
Like, even if you don't,
goated.
Oh yeah.
They're really good.
That's what I'm doing for my birthday. Like, I'm not going out of town for my birthday. When my birthday comes up, literally, I'm taking off the Friday of my birthday all the way until the next Sunday. because that week is, but in between is Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I guess that's an advantage now for for your birthday is now that you're out of like the retail and service world. So, hell yeah,
absolutely.
Good
and I look, I don't take it for granted. I remember being in the trenches, brother.
Oh yeah. Mm.
I was just telling a couple friends about a picture popped up of me and you back when we worked at the Big Red store.
Ooh.
And when we had to pull 26 hours straight.
Yep.
and I showed the before and after. Dude, future Sam, if you want to show that picture, we can crop out all the nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know and I'll send them to you. But it was, oh my God. It was, yeah. Take a vacation. Take a fucking vacation. Take a vacation. You deserve it.
At least a few days to just recuperate, just chill, don't do anything, no plans, just relax.
I will say optimal time that I've found, my optimal window for vacations is either like a week long, like, and what I mean by week long is like that Friday to next Sunday that I'm taking, going to be optimal. Why? Because I'm also going to be busy with the holidays. So I get time to relax and time to be crazy with the holidays, you know, and then re-energize before going back to work. But the optimal time, 4 days. 4 days crisp. You are on it. And you'll be so ready to come back and just be like, all right, fuck it. Let's tackle everything.
Yep.
So.
Excuse me.
You got any more comments, questions, concerns, sir?
No. Sounds like a fun trip.
It was. I can't wait to get out there, for real.
Yeah.
I know you and I talked about it. I'm excited.
You'll have fun. Yeah. It's going to be cool.
I think you'll like it here for the food, but I think you've acclimated so much to the environment there that it's going to be like culture shock for you here.
Yeah. It'll be like going, you know, it's going to be warmer, things like that. But yeah, I'll be all right.
Oh no, I just mean like the surroundings, like the mountains, the big trees, all that stuff. Like here, I mean, here, we got nice forests, but it's flat. Like we got rolling hills, but most of it's flat.
I remember.
Yeah. So
Texas wasn't too dissimilar in some areas.
Some
Some areas, not all of it, like I said.
Yeah, I would say Austin's pretty flat in comparison.
Like once you get out
and
of
then
West Austin, you know, it starts getting the hill country, but like eastern part, it's still like woodsy,
like out near Lake Travis.
Couple little hills, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, you're talking about near Lake Travis, right?
Yeah, like an out past that. Yeah.
Yeah. And also down like New Braunfels in the hill country down there, which is beautiful.
Yeah, well, and that's the nice thing about San Antonio and as well as they have a lot of hill country stuff out there. So yeah, there's a lot of pretty things. And then I never actually went, but Fredericksburg is a good spot to go to.
Have heard about
a lot of
that,
like wineries and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But hopefully soon, who knows? I mean, of course we're going to continue doing this format, but hopefully I'll take another vacation in the future and you'll see us in the same room, cutting it up for y'all and having a good time.
Yep.
For old time's sake, who knows? But
it'll happen.
For now, it's time for us to sign off. As always, subscribe to the channel, like the video, let us know in the comments what your thoughts are on vacations. And again, answer that question about does your country allow like flexible vacation time and stuff? I'm curious. I really want to know that answer.
Yep.
But we'll see you Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.